What's going on YouTube? The Dividend Stein King here with another video. Today we're going to talk about ETFs, and you think it's a bad idea only to invest in ETFs if you're a low risk investor or just in general you just want to play the safe game and invest only in ETFs. And we'll go through my portfolio here in a second. So, exchange traded fund. My last video I talked about QYLD was the ETF. It has some strong holdings in it. No, I don't think it's a bad idea to invest in ETFs only. I think it's a great idea to do it. ETFs make you more. Now, I'm not giving no financial advice. I'm not giving no stock advice. So talk to a financial advisor before I buy anything in the stock market. It's my personal opinion. So I'm not giving no advice in the stock market, but ETFs are typically safer than regular stocks like Main Street Capital, Horizon, Armor. As you see on the screen here, they're typically much safer bet than a regular stock because you have other things supporting that ETF, especially if it's strong with Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Google, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, we those 6 companies by itself, powerful tech companies, and it's hard not to invest because Amazon's like $3 grand for a share. Tesla's $800. Well, I own some of Tesla in the ETF. You can't get it. So ETFs provides better diversity, and I'm not giving no financial advice. It has more diversity. It's typically a little bit safer bet because you have different stocks inside of it. They're typically a little bit cheaper than the regular stocks. If I want to own some of Tesla or Amazon, that's $3,000 a share. I could own an ETF that costs $22. So $22 ETF I have, and that portfolio owns like 8% of Amazon. So instead of owning Amazon, I own it in the ETF. So it can expose you to those markets while you hold the share. I think it's very powerful too. It's like a pizza that has like 8 different toppings on it. You know, one slice has pepperoni, one slice has cheese, one slice have sausage, one slice have pineapple. So you have a look in one piece is one stock. So it makes it way more diversified than anything else. So nothing wrong with it. I do a mixture. Most of my stuff is, I said 30% of my portfolio has ETFs, 70% stocks. Robinhood just went through a bunch of funds and ETFs you can't invest in no more. So yeah, that hurt, but it makes you more diversified. The GPI, that's an ETF that has Target and the Target and something else in there. I'm not sure what's in it. I keep forgetting. I have so many different stocks. It's hard to keep up, but nothing wrong with investing in ETFs. I started doing that, and it helps you get into the market. So if you want to invest in cannabis or invest in land or invest in real estate, and you don't know what to invest in, you can get your ETF, and it has all the real estate properties inside, all the WE stocks inside. Instead of you picking, instead of you picking a certain stock you're not comfortable with. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. It's a good idea to invest in ETF. It makes you more safer. They're typically cheaper than the regular stocks you invest in. They make it diversified. It's safer than a regular stock. It gets you ownership of Tesla. You have these ETFs that has Tesla in it. You're the owner of it. So if Tesla does good, your ETF does good. So I mean, it's a benefit all around. The company inside ETF cuts their dividend, and the other companies raise their dividend, then your dividend as a whole probably won't get cut. Not sure, but it's a good idea to invest in ETFs. And I'll tell anyone just starting out in the stock market, if you just begin in the stock market, you want to invest in dividends, I'll first get Robinhood. I'm on Webull too, but I'll first get Robinhood and start investing, because it's for beginners. It's really good for beginners. And I'll invest in ETFs, because they're much safer and get you ready to, move on to individual stocks. But we look at something like Acorns, or we look at your 401k. It has a lot of stocks and bonds, and it's a big ETF is what it is. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to invest in, not a bad idea. If you look below the video, I have a link to Robinhood, I link to Webull, which I'm affiliate for both, and yeah, I think it's a good idea to invest in ETFs. It's not a bad thing. I prefer ETF over a stock, so that's me personally. But leave in the comments what you think. If you're just starting out and you're a low risk investor, the best risk you could take is an ETF. The lowest risk you could take is ETF. You won't typically, with the kind of ETF it is, if you're with the pandemic, if you invest in an ETF that has 100 different hotel stocks, well, you probably took a hit, because the hotel industry got hurt pretty bad in the pandemic, 2020, March 2020. So it hurt pretty bad, but it's coming back up slowly. So yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it depends what kind of sector you're in. If you're in tech, I think you'd be okay. I think if you're in oil and gas, you'd be fine. I think if you're in real estate, it took a hit, but it'll bounce back. People going back to work, things are pretty much going back to normal. So yeah, it'd be a smart way to go to get ETFs and get your exposure. So thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time.